So, very warm welcome to the next episode of the Ra.J Podcast. Today we have Miss Radhika Mehta, who is a professional makeup artist who does bridal as well as celebrity makeups. And today we'll delve deep into the life of a makeup artist and how the industry works in its whole. So, Radha, can you share with us your journey as a makeup artist, how you started, why you chose this industry, and how you reached where you reached?
So makeup is something that I always wanted to do. I didn't know what to do with it, but I just knew that I like makeup. So I wanted to do my course right after my 10th grade. But then I was very shy, and my mom was like, no one will be able to trust you because
you're too small.
You're too young. So for those 4 years, I just worked on building my confidence.
That's
I
nice.
actually worked somewhere as a dance instructor.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
So that's how I, built my confidence, and then I did my makeup course, which actually helped me a lot later.
That's interesting. So, somewhere you started, you always wanted to do this as a kid. You went in the dance industry leading to build your confidence and other skills to come to the place where you wanted. Wow, that's interesting. Can you share one of your most memorable instances as a makeup artist where maybe in the lines of being a celebrity artist, if something you can share, some incident?
So I had done Vaidya's makeup. Do you know Vaidya? Have you heard of Chatur?
Oh, of course, 3 Idiots. Yes.
So his name is Vaidya.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you have done his makeup as well?
Yeah, he had come to Pune for some photo shoot.
Okay.
And then I met him, and then we were doing his makeup for a street style photography that he was going for. And we met in the morning, and there was no place to do his makeup. So we actually sat in my car to do his makeup. And we were sitting in the front seat, and he just turned to me and said, "Is this an old car?" And then I didn't know what he means by that. And then he said, "Oh, there's a CD player. That's why I thought it's an old car." So I'm asking. I was like, "Okay, fine."
So which car was it?
I-10, but it's actually pretty old. So then, he was pretty chill. He was very sweet. And then when he was giving a shot, he just came to me and he said, "You hold this brush like this, and I'll stand in this angle, and you stand like this, and you put it on Instagram. You can put it by saying this in your caption."
Wow.
Which he didn't have to, but it was so sweet of him to think of me when he's actually giving another shot.
Right. So how this can boost your career? Yeah, wow, that's quite humble of him. Yeah. Okay, tell me one thing, Radha. Today in India, I've done some research for this podcast as well. So, the wedding industry is the 4th biggest industry in terms of economy, where just in November 2022 to Feb 2023, in the lakhs of weddings that we had in India, the amount spent was 3.7 lakh crore rupees.
You've really done your research.
Yeah, I have. And what I got to know is the spending on makeup is 3% of this amount. So I think this industry does have a lot of finance, and it's a very good business perspective for someone.
Yeah.
So can you share something about the financial aspects of this industry and how well paying off it is?
It is extremely well paying, but once you reach that level.
Oh, okay, right.
You really can earn a lot of money. There's no limit to how much you can earn.
Okay.
But after a certain point, after you've gained that experience, after you reach that level. But before that, as a beginner, I would suggest do not even think of money when you're starting out. Think of only how much experience you can gain out of each client. So when I started out, I worked for 250 rupees also per day.
Oh.
So it's very less.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't think about earning for the first year of my career. But then because I know that this experience is going to count later, when there's I'll actually earn.
Right. I hope so. So other than the financial aspects, as you shared, is this industry as a makeup artist even a satisfying job? Like, just out of curiosity, sometimes it's not just the money, but when you go to bed, you also need a smile on your face with what you did today, with a sense of satisfaction in your heart. So does this industry provide that?
So like I said, there's no limit to how much money you can earn. There's no limit to how much happiness also you get.
Oh, okay. How is that?
So I'd gone for this demo class, and the teacher, she demonstrated how to do makeup on acid attack survivors.
Oh wow! Okay.
And yeah, I don't think anyone.
I've never even thought of this angle actually.
Yeah. So and their skin is very very different and is affected, so you have to be very careful. And the happiness, and that lady was in tears after her makeup was done. And it just makes someone's days, because you don't know kitne din tak, she'll just show that picture to someone.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. And one more experience was, I was working for an ad shoot for extensions and wigs.
Okay.
So one of the models happened to be a cancer patient.
Oh, okay.
And she came from a very lower middle class family, very shy. She just did her thing, gave her shot, and that was it. And then later, we got a call from her mom saying she was so happy, and she, for her it was like a dream come true.
I can visualize that. Yeah.
She's going to come on TV or even YouTube or
Correct.
So that happiness when you know that you've contributed something to that is just. That feeling you cannot describe.
That's nice. I actually didn't think of these aspects when I talk of makeup. Yeah, wow, that's nice. So does makeup help build a person's confidence?
Of course. So the major thing that people use makeup is, right or wrong, I don't know, but they use it to hide their insecurities. So basically, if someone has dark circles or some acne, so they use it to cover it, and they just feel more confident after that.
Right.
And if you're feeling put together, if you're feeling prepared for something, you will reflect that confidence. So it is.
That's true. That's true actually. Okay, tell me one thing, Radha. In your journey as a makeup artist, has there been any time when you've faced some rejection or some failure, and how did you overcome that?
So many times.
Okay. I like the smile when you gave that answer.
Yeah. So I was doing someone's makeup, and that auntie, she just got up and left in the middle of doing it. And then she's like, I didn't like it. It's too this, it's too that, and she walked off. And then later, after like 5-10 minutes, she came back to me. She said, listen, I washed my face, and this is how I'm going to the function.
Shit! Wow. Okay.
And when this happens, you numb, you don't know what to say or to do.
Correct. That's so embarrassing as well.
Yeah. But then, when that lady, she saw everyone else's makeup. I was doing some 5-6 makeups at that time. So when she saw everyone else's, for the next function, she just came, like nothing had happened. She just came, she sat to do her makeup done. So nice. You use that failure to do something better next time. Now I know if, how to... what she likes or what works on her. So I did it like that. So you just use your failure.
So you be unaffected by it, just keep going, learn what was needed. Yeah. And wow, that's nice. Tell me one thing, Radha. What, according to you, is the role or importance of social media as a whole, though obviously, but even in your industry specifically?
It's very important. When you're scrolling also, you have seen one makeup artist video, so you have seen. I'm very sure. It is so important. That to even, so I was a dancer earlier.
Right, yes.
So yes. I had dance reels and dance videos also on my social media. So for people to know that now I'm a makeup artist, social media only played a very important role. So that time what I did was, I took up a 100 days 100 reels challenge.
100 days 100 reels, oh
so
wow.
I have to put one reel every day for 100 days.
That calls for a lot of consistency actually.
Yeah. So I did that, and that told people that I'm a makeup artist, and that also gave me a lot of clients. So
you have a good amount of clients coming from social media?
Yeah.
Approximately how many, if you can just share
60% of
60%? Wow, that's a big proportion.
So that's how social media is, and that's how important it is.
That's nice. Tell me one thing, Radha. As a makeup artist, like especially the as I spoke earlier also, the time period of February to say November to February would be a very very hectic schedule. Maybe you're not in your house for 2-3 days. Even when you're around, you don't have track of your schedules. In such a hectic life, I'm sure you have many things in your personal life also, your friends, your family, your other groups that you would be a part of. So how do you manage your work-life balance in such a high time consuming job?
So it's actually November to June.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite a lot of time.
It's more than half the year actually.
Yeah. But so in that time, whenever it's your season time, your social circle and everything else takes a backseat. I know that right now is the time that I have to work and I need to prioritize my work at that time.
Right.
And other time it's fine. So when your season is over, you can give time to your family, to your friends. Of course, when you're working, doing that is also important.
Correct.
But
yes.
You know what to give priority to and you know what is more important at that time.
Right. That's true actually. So you need to know what is important at what point in time. Wow, that's nice. Tell me one thing. Today, we see a lot of influencers who are endorsing quite a lot of products, especially in the makeup industry. Of course, har jagah hi hai, but specifically if I talk over here. But in this, what are your thoughts on some of the controversial practices of influencers who are endorsing such beauty products without even disclosing the sponsor content or such things? So then, how does that impact the industry?
So here, we cannot blame an influencer for that. For influencers, brand endorsements are a major source of income.
Correct.
So when you're just wanting to become a content creator, you will come anything that comes your way.
Right.
So they are not to be blamed in that. Here, what as a viewer, I need to know who to trust and who not to trust. There are a lot of established content creators also who actually test products and they don't endorse what they don't believe in.
Wow.
So, but
that calls for some integrity in yourself.
Yeah. But here also, you cannot trust both of them blindly. Whoever's testing, you cannot trust, and whoever's not testing, you cannot trust.
Why can you not trust the one who is testing?
Because whatever works for that person may not work for me.
Oh, right.
There are so many different skin types and skin tones and all of that. So if you are working something, it cannot work for me. Cannot as in it won't work.
Correct, it might not, yeah. Wow.
So you cannot trust any. As a viewer, I need to do my research well because at the end of the day, I am putting my skin in danger. The products are going to go on my skin. Influencers ne to kama liya.
Correct.
What about my skin?
Eventually, so it's your alertness that calls for.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Tell me one thing. What are your takes on the controversial trends of dupes in today's industry? Like, I'm sure that's also in a huge number. That itself is a big business in today's time. So how does that affect someone's life, someone's business, and the industry as a whole?
So dupes are, everyone is going after dupes these days.
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah, like it's a trend basically. So, but here, what for makeup, I would say dupes are of two types that I see. One can be both well-known brands, both good brands using good ingredients in their products, but giving the same finish. एक foundation 6-7 हजार का होगा and one would be like about 1,200 rupees. So of course, if the ingredients are good, it is giving the same payoff, I will go for that as an individual.
Correct.
So, but the other type of dupes, जहाँ पे you are getting a duplicate only in the name of that product.
Right. Yes.
So that is very, very harmful. That it has so many harmful chemicals and it is really bad for your skin. So you will buy it once, but you know what it does to your skin.
Is there any identification tool which you can share with our viewers of how do you differentiate between these two kinds of dupes that you shared?
The packaging is different, the smell is different. But for that, जिन्होंने देखा ही नहीं luxury product, उनको नहीं समझेगा. But you know, online again, you can just go online and see how the original product looks. So it is very easy to make
out. It's easy to differentiate.
Yeah, it's quite
That's
easy.
Convenient.
So for and if you talk about the impact on high-end brands, then for them, this kind of audience is not their target audience only.
Correct.
Because they're always going to save money on that. But for their target,
so they eventually target only those who don't care about the money aspect in a major sense.
Yeah,
actually.
not care as in they only use it because it makes them happy. I am going to be satisfied using a 6,000-7,000 foundation and I am always going to go for that.
Correct.
So yeah, it's a little subjective, but
that's true.
It's two different kinds.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, as we come to the end of this podcast, just 1-2 questions I would like to ask is, what are your thoughts on the importance of a spiritual dimension in one's life? Be it values, be it meditation, be it breath work, be it your positive attitude, any such thing. But what are your thoughts on spirituality?
So spirituality is extremely important for me because I know the kind of person I'm becoming because of that.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So I have seen in this industry, I've seen a lot of makeup artists, trying to steal each other's clients, and I'll message her personally, and all of that keeps happening. But here I know that I will never do something like that because I know what's right, what's wrong. I know what I want to do, what I don't want to do.
That's nice.
So and also when you have a hectic schedule, meditation just keeps you calm and you can just let go.
Wow.
So that is something that is never going to be compromised on. It is.
That's nice. That's nice. So how was your experience with us today at the Ra.J Podcast? How did you enjoy? And did you have any reason to come here at the podcast today? Because my reason was very clear. I learned a lot. But what was your reason of being here today?
So I also learned a lot, and I was very excited to be here. I was nervous also, but I was very excited to be here because for someone who wants to be a makeup artist, it's very important to know the raw side of it, not the glamorous side of it.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that across, and I just had a lot of fun.
That's nice. That's nice. So I think overall we had a really good experience today. We learned a lot. So of course stay tuned to the Ra.J Podcast to many more such episodes. Thank you.